I hated my body with deep, dark hatred. Hated it. It's like you just sending yourself a DM, just going, dear body, I hate you, fuck you, send. You know, we have the voice of doubt in our head. I don't know, I don't think, this has never worked for me before, all of that. Listen, let me just tell you something. It's not true unless you make it true. It's not true unless you make it true. You have to take action on the thoughts. Thoughts are nothing. Thoughts are literal vibrations until you take some sort of corresponding action and bring the vibration into the physical. Do you know what I mean? So if the thought comes into your head, I can't do this, this is too hard, this will never work for me, it's never worked, why am I even bothering? I just want chocolate so bad, I'm such a fat pig anyway, this is, you know, one more slice of pizza won't hurt. All the things right now, whilst there's still just thoughts in your head, they're just vibrational matter, they're nothing. In order for them to become something, you have to, first of all, latch onto them, believe them, and then take an action that would correspond with what they are saying, and then you will manifest what it is that you're so afraid of, right? This is biblical shit here, people, I'm telling you. This stuff is in the Bible, it's in all the, historical teachings and things, whatever. It's law of attraction, it's everything. It's like what you think about, what you put your focus on is what actually you end up getting. So let's not put our focus on the negative. Let's really work hard, I want to say, to shift our focus towards the things that we want and away from the things that we don't want. You can never run fast enough to outrun your negative thoughts. Pausing for emphasis there. You'll never run fast enough to outrun your negative thoughts. They're always going to be chasing you. They're always going to be there. So trying to get away from them, I just wish I didn't look like this, I just got to get this weight off my body, that will never work. Never. Giving you the heads up. That will never work. What will work is moving towards something positive. And this is all in the boot camp. We go much deeper into this in, I think it's module 6. In any case, it's much easier to move towards something positive than it is to try and get away from something negative. Please hear me when I say this. It is much more inspiring, motivational, enjoyable, for a start, enjoyable, to move towards something you do want. Healthy lifestyle, I can't wait to feel so good in my body. I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be even happier than I am now. I know the love of my life is waiting for me. Like, that's more joyful to move towards that. Feel that vibe. Like, it's just so much more happy than, oh, I fucking hate where I am right now. This sucks. I'm bloody, like, you know, I just wish I didn't look like this. I just wish this wasn't like this. That's not a vibe. Not a vibe. And those vibes will never motivate you to change. You cannot hate yourself hard enough that you will wake up and be magically inspired to change. Oh my God, I hate myself so much. I can't wait to change. Not a thing. Totally not a thing. I hated my body with deep, dark hatred. Hated it. It's like you just sending yourself a DM, just going, dear body, I hate you, fuck you, send. Like, what do you think? If somebody, listen, if someone popped up into your emails and said that to you, and a friend, someone that you really thought liked you, and then they send you that, you would be like shocked, hurt, what the hell? Like, I did everything for you. And this is what you give me? That's your body. Are you serious? I've done everything for you. I keep you alive. I can make sure your heart beats, your brain, the things, and all the things. What? You hate me? Well, and again, let's revert it back. If it was you and an individual, well, screw you. You can just fuck right off. Why would I listen to you anymore? Why would I help you? Why do I do a damn thing for you? Okay, and you'd be rid of them. Now let's switch it back to your body. Why should I do anything for you? You don't even like me. You don't even care. You actually take the time to send me hate mail and tell me what a failure I am. And then, listen, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We don't have the luxury of hating on ourselves. You just don't. There's too much. It's too precarious. Like, I just truly do believe that if you hate yourself long enough, you can make yourself sick. That's my belief. You don't have to subscribe to that, but that is my belief. If you hate on yourself long enough, you can make yourself sick. So you're just sending yourself hate. Like, that's not okay. It's definitely not okay. Attention to them. The other thing I really want you to do as we move forward here together is to start trusting yourself with start trusting yourself with food choices. Trust yourself. Your body is not and never has been plotting against you. It's not going to start now because it thinks, oh, she wants to do something fancy and I'm going to make sure she fails. No, we are self-preserving animals. We want to make sure we survive. So if you think you're getting sabotaging thoughts and whatever, it's only a self-protection mechanism. So your role is not to try and shut it down. Your role is to figure out, why is this shit even coming up? Why? Like, if I'm afraid to move forward, why would that be? Because how bizarre. I'm moving forward to something that I want, that I know is good, that is not scary because I've seen it before. Like, it's all the things that I tell myself I want. Yet when it comes time to do it, excuses out the fucking wazoo. What is up with that? So why would I be afraid to do that? What do I think will happen if I do this? What do I think won't happen if I do this? Go ahead and start to examine the thought process, because so why am I telling you this? Because once you can see it on paper, what do I think will happen if I do this? I'll lose weight. Okay. What do I think won't happen if I do this? I won't be able to eat all the yummy things again. Well, straight up, who wants a world without chocolate? Not me. Like, that's bullshit right there. I don't want that. So straight away, you see there's some subconscious thing that just goes, no, I enjoy having some things from time to time. This is an exercise in self-trust. Sad to say. If you're going to trust someone, honey, trust yourself. You know, you've got to be able to trust yourself. We cannot place our trust anymore. When we do these things, like, I'm just going to go on a diet, I'm just going to do this. It's absolving. Is that the right word? Absolving? Relieving ourselves of having to work on our own self-trust. But what happens is you fuck yourself over because you go on the diet, you screw it up, and then your levels of self-trust have decreased even further than they were before, because you feel like, I can't even do this now. Like, all I had to do was follow the bouncing ball and I couldn't even do that. So this is an exercise in self-trust. I want you to take the responsibility upon yourself. Stop handing it off onto other people. This is your responsibility. Nobody else is going to solve this for you. When I say solve, for lack of a better term, it's not like a problem, but it has become a problem in our lives. It's become an issue, and it's something that we need to pay attention to. So this is an exercise in self-trust. You can never guarantee what somebody else is going to do, say, think, or whatever when it comes to you and how it's going to relate to your life. You can't, because anything that is outside of you is a variable. It can change at any point. The only non-variable in this equation is you. You've got to be able to trust yourself, to know that you are rock solid and steady. Nothing rocks you. Nothing rocks you. The only thing and person that you can really try, like, God and the things, but I'm talking when understand what I'm talking about. You've got to have faith and trust in you. You're not going to know, you've got to know you're not going to be crazy and lose control and just be binging. Like, that's what I'm talking about. We don't want to be in that vibe anymore. Not a vibe. So my question is, can you currently trust you? What is your previous track record like? Are you trustworthy? And I just want you to look at your track record. When you say to yourself, I'm getting up at 5 a.m., do you do it? Or do you sleep in? This is how self-trust is built. It's not even, you know what I say. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So, hello. Self-trust is built in micro steps. Micro, not macro. You could do something big one time. That's not going to build self-trust. Self-trust comes from you repeating tiny micro steps multiple times. And then you can trust yourself that is something you can do, that you are going to do, and you will do. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about micro steps. So you don't have to be afraid now of what the next 3 weeks are going to bring, because we are creating it together, step by step, in tiny micro steps. We're creating it together, moment by moment. What was the last thing I was going to say? Okay, that's pretty much it. That really is pretty much it. As we develop this faith and trust in ourselves over the coming weeks, you will now learn to understand that you don't need to be afraid or weary of what is going to happen or come next, because you have what it takes to get through it before the next challenge even arrives. We've already built it up. That's what we're doing together.